Oh, hi. Good to see you again. I'm just picking a little bit of rosemary for our tea. Come on, let's go make it. One for you and one for me. Now that we're settled in, welcome to March. It's the beginning of spring here in Oregon, and it really shows. So a lot of this month surrounded finishing up winter projects and walking into the new era of spring, and I'm excited to share it with you. Spring has arrived, and I am so excited to plant some seeds. Just a few seeds. I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself. These are my garlics. I planted them back in the fall, and I would really like to plant a row of onions down the middle. So I have some onion seeds. I have a whole plan for the garden, and I'm excited to bring you along the journey because this is one of my favorite parts of my life, is tending this garden. I'm only going to plant potatoes, onions, lettuce, spinach, and peas today. I'm going to be planting some lettuces in this bed, and this year I have chosen some European reds and greens, garden baby butterheads, and I have some Remington spinach. Last year my spinach didn't do very well. I'm hoping they do better this year because I really like spinach and we eat a lot of it. So over the years I've learned that you barely even have to bury lettuce. You should just kind of keep it on the surface. And I've just sprinkled it on the surface of the soil and then kind of pat it like this so that it's not too deep. And then for the spinach, I will just plant them 1/2 inch deep and kind of the same. I do a little row. And this is quite a sunny spot, so you don't need a bunch. Last year right here I planted a bunch of kale and marigolds, and this year I'm gonna put my peas over here. I'm gonna try and make a new trellis. Last year's one was not that good. Peas are really easy. They're a really great first plant to grow. I think actually they were the first garden plant I ever grew when I was a kid. And I think my dad told me about it, or my dad invited me to try growing peas. His grandmother, my great-grandma Huntley, taught him about peas. I love this part of the year when these little seedlings are full of potential. And finally, I have a bunch of potatoes, and that's gonna go in this bed. So I have some Purple Majesties, some Yukon Babies, and some Norlands. First, the Purple Majesties. Now the Norlands. Oh, a baby potato. And finally, the Yukon Babies. The planting is complete for March. My friend Kaya came over because we wanted to try doing cyanotype printing, which is like a rudimentary photography practice where you take chemicals and you place leaves on top of it and expose it to the sun, and the imprints of the leaves go onto the paper. And then you wash it off, and then you have an imprint forever. I also tried it on some fabric. I had an old dress, and I had one of Will's old shirts that had a stain on it, and I made it into something beautiful. This dress is pretty cool because I'm exploring all different types of flower printing and plant printing on it, so it's kind of like an exploratory piece. And it was really fun to try cyanotype printing so that I could capture the beauty of nature on my clothing forever in a different way. I have a random side quest. I have this pair of leggings, and they have a hole in them. And I have this old t-shirt. I think I'm going to take this fabric from the t-shirt and cover the knees on both sides with a zigzag stitch, so that I can keep wearing them because I really like them. Here are my patches. Patch. Oh, patch. I've still been making a little bit of bread, even though I think I'm gonna have to stop in a few weeks because the garden's probably going to start taking up a lot more of my time. But I've been really enjoying it, and I've been making more of the boules in my Dutch oven instead of the sandwich bread, which I find to be a very creative process. It makes me so happy to see how it becomes itself. I really do feel like bread and my heart are one and the same. We're like soulmates or something. So halfway through the month, I started knitting this melt the ice hat, which is, in case you didn't know, this design of this hat was originally created during World War II as a protest against the Nazis. You can get more information about the actual lore behind this hat, but there's been a resurgence of the creation of this hat in the US as an act of protest. So if you would like to do some craftivism, I highly recommend you go and buy this knitting pattern off of Ravelry so that you can, all the donations go to initiatives that are supporting people and just supporting anti-ice initiatives. So check it out. It's a pretty fun pattern. I'm still working on it. If you want to start a project but you don't know what to start, this is a good one to start with. Craftivism is a very good thing to do